Hello everybody, my name is Bloodlust and welcome to yet another Hearthstone deck guide. Today we'll be taking a look at Evolve Shaman, the deck that has been brought to the Hearthstone Global Games by Croatia and has actually shown to be a really powerful deck. I just want to point out that this deck is maybe more consistent, and it is a Bloodlust deck, let's be clear, than some of the elemental shamans and the extra expensive decks that have been around. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna wanna do is actually go to the card choice and divide this deck into 4 sections. Just slice it up and let's go. The first thing we have is the Matey Yar Pirate package. The second one is the Jade package, which we obviously always have in virtually any deck that is Shaman or Druid. We have then the Totem package, and then we have the last package, which would just be an addition of good overall cards that Shaman has, or just good overall cards in the deck. So let's start all the way back from the Pirate package. Here we have double Bloodlust Corsair, obviously weapon hate, but also very good turn 1 in order to pull out your Patches the Pirate. Pretty self-explanatory, you go +1 instantly, Patches the Pirate goes for the face, bam bam bam, pushes a little bit of damage. Bloodlust Corsair, if you're playing against something like a Pirate Warrior, bam, Fairy War Axe, gone, Elohorn Bow, gone, anything of that size, it doesn't matter, Bloodlust Corsair got your back. Then we have the Jade package, pretty self-explanatory, brings those Jades up to 6 attack. We have double Jade Claws, excellent early game removal, Jade spawning mechanic, double Jade Lightning, great to clear something on the turn 4 like a Threatening Berserker for example, but also great as reach later on in the game. Turn 8 you need 8 damage, bam, double Jade Lightning and you have it all. Aya Blackpaw, also pretty simple, you spawn 2 Jades, very good tempo swing, and overall a great card. Then the Totem package. Here we have the Flame Tongue Totem, the never endless for extra damage from your hand, but if you have already an established board, it just clears for a lot of value, very good card. We have double Primal Fin Totem, which also synergizes really well with Flame Tongue. You place the Primal Fin to the left, the Flame Tongue to the right, and you will have a 3/1 Murloc spawning every turn. Very good card, especially in token-like decks. And then we have double Mana Tide Totem, good because it reduces the cost of your Think from Below, and it also draws you card, so this will be the main card source for this deck. Think from Below, obviously, as I said, you play many totems, and with the hero power, they usually tend to cost around 2 mana. And then we have the last part of the deck, the actual good cards, and here we have Evolve and Devolve. So you play Evolve and Devolve, it's kind of the theme of the deck. Evolve is obviously very good because you're also playing cards like Doppelgangster. So let's say turn 6 you go Doppelgangster, you go Evolve. What does this actually do? It spawns 3 random 6-drops. So it's basically like having one card that says spawn a random 6-drop, and then another one that says if you already used that card, spawn a random 6-drop, spawn 2 more random 6-drops. So it's a lot of value. It is random, but 6-drops are one of the most powerful slots in the game. Sylvanas is not anymore in the game, so this is a little bit nerfed. Excuse me, not more in standard, but it's still a very powerful combo. Then we have double Stonehill Defender, excellent card. Turn 3, you go into a 1/4 minion, a little bit of a burden for your opponent. He has to clear his bigger minions because the little smaller ones just get killed, and it's kind of annoying. And if they don't get killed, if they're like 2 health, at bam, you have Maelstrom Portal because you played 2 copies of that also. Stonehill Defender also often tends to give you something like a White Eyes, Alakir, or Earth Elemental, or all very good cards. And in the end, we have double Bloodlust, and this is not the end by the way, double Bloodlust. Obviously a great finisher because this deck always has some kind of board control, and then you just pick up a Bloodlust, your opponent cannot clear you anymore, and it's you have 5 minions, 5 times 3, 15 damage, pretty good. And we have double Firefly, which I forgot, obviously 1 card, 2 minions for 1 mana, it's good, it's good. So that is the actual card choice. You saw the cards, you kind of got the idea of how the deck works. Remember, it's as important to develop your board as it is to clear your opponents. Don't ever rush. Keep your board alive and remove anything your opponent has with cards like Jade Claws, Maelstrom Portal, Flame Tongue. Use Devolve smartly if there's really something you cannot clear, like a Finja, which is a perfect target, like a Gadget Auctioneer, like a Tyrion, something around those lines. Stonehill Defender, Doppelgangsters, Fireflies, stuff like that is your Evolve go-to target, also a thing from below. Thank you very much for watching. If you want to have a fun deck which is also super competitive, try this out. It will blow your mind. An excellent deck. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Bloodlust, and until the next time, stay lucky.